Hello and welcome to the Food for Thought podcast, episode 3000.
Million hundred.
I have no idea what episode it is.
We eat and talk. That's it.
Yeah.
Joy doesn't have a number.
It no longer matters. Coming at you again from my bedroom. We need to do a supporting photo. We haven't done one yet.
Oh, I can get that.
Oh.
Little cheeky snapshot. Oh,
Is it going to be of anything interesting though? Is it just going to be...
just your face.
I don't like that.
I do.
Okay.
Every day.
Every day.
Shum, 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 shum.
That's me.
Shum.
There you go. That photo that you're going to see was taking as I'm speaking this moment. We're at you with a slightly niche one today. We're running out of... Or we're going to run out of the big chains eventually.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of the situation.
We've made it
This mic's
local.
a little bit sticky. It makes me feel gross. It's my own mic, so like it can't be anything but...
Oh. A live cleaning.
You will have definitely heard that. Yeah, so we're going to run out of the chains eventually. So we're sort of holding them back, I think, a little bit.
Mackey's, we're really saving it. Because
Is that the only big one left?
Well,
apart from pizzas, we've got pizzas
apart from
to do.
pizzas, we've not
Spoilers,
even opened
but-
pizzas, and we've thought about alcohol, spoons, and puddings. But we've gone local today.
Tell us where we went, Lucy.
We went to Dene's Deli, which I did not know has been awarded an award. Awarded an award?
I'll tell you what, let me get on the Tinternet as we're speaking about it, because...
Something along the lines of best sandwich in the country, and that is a
No, not best sandwich, best deli.
Oh, best
like
deli,
the
okay.
best sandwich, company, the best deli.
Which is madness. It's really nice.
Oh, well,
But who
so it's
knew?
one... On their website, it just said,
Well,
come back.
they have a good website.
Come back. It just said what they had won.
Oh,
About
there it
us.
is. Oh, there's a lot of
About
sandwiches on
us.
that page.
They've won many an award. They won I lived very close to Dean's Deli 2 years ago, and
Also
at
did
that
I.
point they definitely had
Also, I
a
did.
news article there. Winner of the 2017 Sammy's Gold Award, Independent Sandwich Retailer. But that's another award, because that was last year.
that's not
and they'd
the
already
one.
won. And it was basically like best deli in the country. I don't know who was deciding that, but
Just
it was
go
best
in
deli
there.
the
They've got
country.
a little thing that says it.
They know what they're
If
doing.
you really want to know.
They know what they're doing. They're amazing. And even people who live in Newcastle don't even necessarily know that it's there, because it's kind of a little out the way.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know it was there until last year when I lived behind it. But yeah, it's nice.
Sorry, I just had the first bite.
Oh, what's in yours again?
So, I went for an old classic of mine, reminiscing, as it were, from 2 years ago, when I lived in a much nicer house in a much nicer area. And I used to get a wrap, which is, chicken tikka, mango chutney, and mint and garlic yogurt. That's hard to say at any speed. And that's what I go for. My other staple at that time would have been, I would have made my own panini, and it would have had bacon, Cumberland sausage, cheese, and mint and garlic yogurt, which is an interesting combination, I agree. As I said when we were in there to you, I was like, people are going to raise their eyebrows when I put those things together, but I promise it works. It's really good.
I trust it.
Because it's dry apart from the mint and garlic yogurt, so all you're doing is you're adding moisture, and then you get to choose what flavour you want the moisture to be, and I like garlic, so...
Yeah.
Not too much though, but I like a bit of garlic, so...
And the mint on the sausage kind of makes sense.
I just love mint as well, that's the thing. Mint and garlic is is a beautiful combination.
Nice.
I love both things, minty and garlic.
So that's what Luke got today. And I think I've been like twice before, and each time got something with smoked salmon in it, because treat yourself. No, treat yourself to some smoked salmon. That stuff's delicious. But today I got a panini with pastrami, not pastrami. Pastrami, mozzarella, pesto, and lettuce. And it is nice. They've not scrimped on any of the ingredients. And it's nicely melted, but not too melted where the mozzarella just loses any flavour. Do you ever get that, where it's actually just, it becomes glue?
Pesto is on the list of things that I didn't know existed until I came to uni.
Oh, when was your first pesto experience?
Not until recently. Someone at uni had pesto pasta, and I just thought, okay. Didn't really know what it was, I'm going to be honest. Still not entirely sure what pesto is.
Okay, it is basil. Okay, imagine you've got a blender. Basil, salt, olive oil, often butter, pine nuts, garlic, and salt. Just blend it. You got it.
So it's a liquid?
It's a paste, I'd say.
Okay. Pesto.
Yes.
That's how I'm going to remember it.
Pesto. Not to be confused with the Mexican currency, peso.
Thanks, Lucy.
That's all right. But yeah, it is like a savoury
It was that
paste.
and like hummus and stuff like that. Didn't we know what that was?
Hummus,
I come from a very different background.
I get hummus and I like hummus, but I can just live very happily without it. There are so many other
Whereas
dips.
some people just can't. Some people live and die by hummus.
In it, some people use it as a spread, as a dip, as
Like
like
they'll
a
constitute a main meal as like getting something. It doesn't even matter what the thing is, but something that you can dip things into and then just have a massive jar of hummus.
That is like one of my pet peeves. Not everything goes with hummus. Not everything. Like, it doesn't. It don't belong on everything.
They'll just find like a crisp of any kind.
No,
A big
why
bag
putting
of crisps.
in it? Crisps have their own flavour.
Well, but they'll use plain crisps, like boring crisps.
And it's too thick. It's too thick to be a dip. Like salsa, thin and watery. Guacamole, creamy but not dense because you've got like it's so smooth.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do guacamole, but I can appreciate its qualities. I don't do it. I just don't really do pea base. It's not pea though, is it?
Avocado, mate.
I don't do avocado either, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
But I'm not dissing it.
Oh no.
I just don't do it. Lucy's struggling as was that some pastrami there dangling from her mouth? It is. Some of the Italian meats are difficult ones to handle, and that is definitely one of them. Yeah, hard to break up. Like a barely cooked like steak or something, or like like beef that like is really chewy.
Yeah.
You try and like bite away from like if you had it in a sandwich, you try and like bite it, and then like the rest of it just follows with the mouth.
Yeah,
you
and you
can't
just pull
separate.
it all out. Yeah.
That's what that looked like. So walk us through how is it? How's the first impressions of your panini?
It's really nice. It all stays together quite well. Like, when you eat a Subway and it all falls out. This is retaining its ingredients despite how stringy some of them are.
Yeah. Because they know what they're doing.
It's quite a lot of salty flavours, I'd say.
You did choose that, though.
But I do like salt.
I love salt.
So I'm not really...
Salt popcorn?
I like sweet and salty, but will happily eat any combination of the two.
Yeah. Do you ever have them together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. That's probably...
That stuff's nice.
Yeah, man, seriously. It's like...
Salty and sweet
because
together.
you know how salt brings out flavour?
Exactly.
That's the plan. Like, it even makes sweeter things sweeter. Which just makes... Oh, it's just beautiful.
It's a very good idea.
I'm forever an advocate of more salt.
Me too.
40 years down the line, Luke Cole gets heart disease.
Still an advocate of the salt.
But continues to eat the same levels of salt he did as a child. Yeah, what we need to hit our little pointers that we always hit. So we got price.
Mine... So
quite expensive.
It is quite expensive, but you trust that what they're putting in it is legit. And like, I got a bit of a fancy drink. I got a Fentimans because I was like, if I'm going to do fancy, I might as well do Francais. And I also got a Tyrrell's or Tyrrell, depending on...
I have no idea.
...how you pronounce the Shakespearean character, I believe. I feel like he's from... Is it Richard III? He's some weaselly guy in Richard III.
You've officially left territory that I
might
feel
not be Richard
in.
III. Nobody quote me on that, please. But they're roast chicken flavour and they're really, really tasty.
Yeah, and I got the sweet potato, sweet chili Tyrrells. Because it's a sweet potato's a rarity. I think. I don't encounter it very often. So when I'm going to see it and I'm in a fruity mood and we're doing a podcast, why don't I just get it?
And we had a crisp of the others, one of the others each. And like a sweet potato crisp, it's like the only way I could describe it was kind of creamy, but...
Let me have one as you're trying to describe it. I'll see if I can get on your wavelength.
It's just like, when you eat a crisp, the potato separates, but then is glued by your spit.
Yeah.
A sweet potato crisp, naturally when bitten and added moisture, comes together on its own. So like it's a smoother eating. Like, it doesn't go all around your mouth. Like, crisp gets stuck in your teeth. Sweet potato crisp doesn't do that.
It's true.
I know that was a really gross description.
And I think you lose a little bit of crunch, but like...
Yeah.
But it's still, like, because... Yeah, you just lose a little bit of crunch, but sweet potatoes are softer than normal potatoes. Like, they just are, so like... But they're good. And yeah, as you can tell from opening a bag of them, they all just, like, curl over and, like, lose their structural integrity because they're a bit fragile, but they're delicious.
So price, like, it is a little bit more expensive, but you can...
Tell them how much it was. How much was yours?
Mine was like 7 something.
For...
Drink Fentimans, that's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Drink, crisps, and panini. All of a good size.
Pretty
and
substantial
quality.
panini,
Yeah.
a fancy little drink, and a posh
Fancy
bag of
crisps.
crisps.
Exactly.
It's not terrible.
Cheaper than Five Guys.
Still cheaper than Five Guys.
Mm.
Still cheaper than like one thing at Five Guys,
Yeah.
like a burger. Still cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then mine was actually, I think, substantially less, really, in the grand scheme of things. Mine was £6. So it's quite a lot less, really. But I mean, we're going to play a quiz with our listeners. Guess what drink I got? You've got 10
There
seconds.
has been recent controversy.
Recent
surrounding
controversy
this
in the news
beverage.
around this drink, and I have praised it in every single podcast, whether or not I've actually been able to get one in said podcast. I still somehow managed to talk about it and say how good it is. And your time is up. It was Course Iron Brew.
The orange one.
Especially with the chaos it's created by the idea that it might leave our lives. Or at least in its current form, it might leave our lives.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be in a really reduced sugar format, so it won't be Iron Brew anymore.
But I did realise the other day, it entirely makes sense, because look at this. Each 330ml can contains just under 20% of your daily allowance of sugar.
Just have it for a meal.
Replace
Iron Brew.
your breakfast with a can of Iron Brew, and you'll be all right.
Not every day, though. I wouldn't.
Hey, why not? Why not?
You might be heading into...
What did you have for your breakfast this morning again, Lucy Miller? Oh, you felt at that one.
Absolutely baited out on today's podcast. Okay, so I went out. Well, we didn't end up going out, but I was like the equivalent of out, so all the experiences were the same. Not quite to the drinking level that I would be. Either way...
You do look fresh this morning.
Thanks, mate.
You don't look like in any way you were out last night, which is a good thing.
Flattery. Either way...
It's because I just made you have to tell them what you had for your breakfast, so I thought I'd reel it back in.
I got up this morning, had a cup of coffee, and I was like, you know what's in my cupboard? A happy hippo. Treated myself, didn't I?
It's just outrageous.
3 bites, because they're formed in like 3 little lumps.
Yeah.
3-bite job. You could go all in one, but I eked it out.
Not in the morning. You got to psych yourself up for that kind of shit.
Innit? They are very sugary.
Apologies for the slight pauses in between when I speak, because I'm into like the scary territory of the rap now.
Ooh, where it's most dense.
Things are also starting to just lose their structural integrity a little bit, and I think that if I have one more bite, things can just... So, I'm going to give it a go. I'm scared. I'm genuinely worried about this. It's like when you have a Zapatista, and then you get towards the end, and you worry that like everything's just going to... It's absolutely delicious wrap, this. It's amazing. You want to try it?
I'm all right, thanks.
Okay.
I'm full of
It's
chicken.
quite a change as well from yours.
Yeah, flavour-wise, very different.
Very different. But
Yours
it's
is
just,
a lot lighter.
especially because I got onion with the salad.
Yeah.
Like, you just have a bite and you're just immediately slapped in the face by just beautiful
raw onion.
flavour.
So we've covered like price, and I think it's good value for money. You see what they put in it, it looks good. You trust those guys because like the awards, and they're just nice people.
And they're not trying to make a cheap sandwich.
In
They're
it,
trying
they've
to make
not
a
promised
good
you
sandwich.
a budget meal.
They're not trying to save you money. They're trying to give you a really, really
good lunch,
sandwich.
yeah.
And they do.
So price, then like restaurant experience. So Dene's is a very narrow establishment, because obviously if your setup is a counter through which you move along to like construct your sandwich, it makes sense. That's why like it's the shape of most Subways. But that means because it's so popular, when it's a bit busy, you're a bit in the way of other people. So you have that kind of feeling like, oh, I'll just get my sandwich and go, thanks. But they do have a little table for 2 where you can sort of sit against the wall and eat like a Subway.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be for me.
But I think they know their demographic, and they know their audience, and the people generally are on the move when they get there.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not
They don't
pretending
need
that
to-
people are going to sit down in
They
there.
don't need to provide a full-on restaurant space like what Subway do.
If anything, it seems like you'd be best not sitting in there. You're a bit in the way.
You're definitely in the way if you're in there. If you're not waiting to be served or waiting to get your sandwich, you don't need to be in that. Like, if you went with friends and one of them wasn't getting a sandwich, like, make them leave, make them get outside.
Yeah, wait outside.
But it's pretty efficient.
Yeah,
in
they
there.
work very quickly.
They're quick, and it just
They're very
there's,
nice.
there's no unnecessaries. Like, in terms of like you said, there's no sitting area because you know that people aren't there to really sit in anyway, so you
Yeah.
don't really leave a sitting area.
And they have a big wall of deli-based goods is how I'm going to describe it.
They've got loads of random like niche bits and bobs, like, so they sell a lot of their ingredients.
Yes.
Because when I lived in Jesmond Vale, around the corner from it, I bought the mango chutney that stars in my wrap to try at home. Safe to say, I never managed to get the best out of it like they did. Like, I never really knew what to do with it, and they had found like the ultimate combination.
Yeah.
No matter what I had it with, it didn't taste as good as the wrap that I also just had. But yeah, you can get all sorts. You can get loads of hot sauces, which I don't even think they necessarily use, but they're kind of like a cool, just a cool food place that like sell random things. You can get Dave's Insanity hot sauce, which was used on Hot Ones, the famous YouTube series that I obsess over. You can get that hot sauce in there. You can get things like chili flavored chocolate. You can get, and they're all like random brands you've probably never heard of, but it's because they're cool food people. They're very, like ooze, the ooze burn. Like they'd belong in the ooze burn. Like they're very ooze burny. They're very culturally aware, and they've got all sorts of stuff going on that like you've never heard of, but it's kind of cool.
Hot sauce gummy bears.
Hot sauce gummy bears, exactly. And obviously, as we said, the posh drinks, like they're stretched far beyond just your little rosé lemonade thing. They've got some crazy options, and then we haven't even talked about the crazy sandwich options they've got, because they have got an outrageous amount of sandwiches.
Do you want the end of my panini? I want to eat my crisps.
I will, because I want to try it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've left me, mate. You didn't even leave that much, Jesus. I've got like a good quarter of Miller's panini.
I'm not stingy.
Yeah, she's not, but you should have been more stingy because it is your meal. And based on what you had for your breakfast, you could probably do with this. Your stomach's like, give me more panini, mate. I need it.
More hippos.
Definitely not more
Bring
hippos.
on the hippos.
Anything but a hippo again, please. A little bit soggy, this panini.
A little bit. It's the pesto.
Oh. Is that the taste of pesto that I get? I never really know what pesto is, but that taste is like every Italian food that I've ever had. Not really.
The salt is mainly from the pastrami, though.
Another great one. I think if I still lived nearby and had the budget, I would just try all of their sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because this is not something that would have been even in my like top 20. And they've got like 50 sandwich options on their board.
They have a
lot. And this wouldn't have been in like the top 20, 30, but it is actually delicious. Like so.
So they do like a large sandwich and then like an even bigger one. And then they do paninis. And you can... It works like Subway, you pick your different bread, so they have different rolls. But they have sort of set sandwiches that they've come up with. And then like special sandwiches that are a bit bigger and sort of got more stuff going on. And then you can create your own sandwich if you want.
Yep.
And then
they've
got
got
a panini menu. So the world is your oyster in there.
You will almost probably get, overwhelmed a little bit by choice.
Yeah. But
that's fine, because they're there for everything. You know what I mean? Like they're not there to make your life easy. They are in the long run, but they're not gonna like. So they've got a top 20 list here, which I believe does include my chicken tikka mango chutney and mint and garlic yogurt somewhere on it. Or it used to, at least, anyway. But let me rattle off a couple of these for you. These are just the top 20.
Give you a little taster.
I'm not going to give you all of them because, we've all got time. We've all got to be somewhere else, But, so number 1. Oh, there it is. Second, the tikka mango
That's you.
yogurt. Incredible. Number 1 on this list. I don't think they are actually ranked in order. Apologies, there is a burp coming. I'm going to move away from the mic, but you will still definitely hear it.
You did a really good one before that... Oh, my God. That one was well liquidy.
No, it was like it had like an air pocket within it.
Oh, okay.
It was like an air pocket within an air pocket.
A mini burp within
Inception
the
of burps.
burpception.
Burpception. And then we've got we've got kamikaze chicken, chili spicy sausage with the option of jalapenos. That's pretty.
Okay.
Well, I might try that one day. Bacon brie and cranberry, which
Classic.
is definitely a favourite. I know multiple friends who've tried that. They've called this one pestorami, which is the one I believe you may have just know.
Sounds about right.
Pastrami, mozzarella, pesto, sunblush, tomatoes, and rocket.
Actually, that's not it.
Oh, okay.
That's a sandwich rather than panini.
Okay. Northumberland cheese, tomato chutney, sunblushed tomato, and pine nuts. They've got some fancy little sandwiches on here. This is far more complex than Subway, but it rewards you in far more ways than a Subway can. Chicken, banana, and mango.
Oh, I don't trust that.
Oh.
Although,
You got to try that one day, mate, I think.
chicken and mango, chicken and banana. Chicken and banana.
Listen, have they ever proven you wrong? Like, sorry, have they ever proven themselves wrong?
No.
You trust everything. I trust their judgment. Like, I would never have probably gotten a wrap that had chicken tikka, garlic yogurt, and mango chutney in
Do you
because
think-
it sounds too fruity for me. But then the moment I got it changed my life.
Do you think they mush or slice the banana? I think they mush it. Like,
I think they slice it.
I think you get a paste in there.
Interesting. I guess it probably would work better that way in a sandwich, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As a paste, as
You wouldn't
opposed
get
to
bites of banana.
yeah. It kind of. But then a mushed banana texture gets a bit baby foody.
In a sandwich, I agree, yeah.
You know, when you just get that. If there was like a layer of it, and as you hit that layer, you just feel like
Oh,
a mush.
ooze out, yeah.
I think I'd rather have the actual, not crunch, but like, going through
Like,
an actual
shoom.
slice of banana.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a couple of the sandwiches. Falafel with jalapeno, lime, and coriander dip in mango chutney.
That sounds pretty nice.
They've got some pretty raj sandwiches, but they have got some basic sandwiches as well.
Like, if you just want a ham sandwich done well, you
Yeah.
can get that.
But like, put it this way: on their
You shouldn't,
on their menu,
but-
they've got the top 20, the big specials. Let's quickly talk to them about a couple of them because you did mention it.
Yeah, that's
So
what I was
these are
trying to get
noticeably more
across before.
expensive, but they're not like so. They're like between like $4.50, or some of them are cheaper than that actually, but like
Yeah.
around $4.50.
Yeah, that's the kind of price we're talking for sandwich, like £4.50.
Yours
yeah.
is only more expensive, because it was a panini as well. Paninis are
Oh.
more expensive. They're like 50 pence more. So yours would have been less.
I was skeptical about getting it as well because I was like, will
It was
be
good,
warm-
though.
Will it be warm enough when I get home? But
It was all right, wasn't
yeah, it was all right.
it? So here's a couple of the big ones: the Italian stallion, Parma ham, Italian salami, coleslaw, and barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
Beef encounter of the hungry kind. Beef pastrami, egg mayonnaise, horseradish, and coleslaw.
Horseradish, coleslaw, and egg mayonnaise all in the same sandwich. That is a sloppy sandwich.
It is a sloppy sandwich, but
Egg mayo, no.
oh, pig and mix, pork, Dijon,
Mm-hmm.
Dijon mayo, and chorizo with Normandy chutney, carrot, and red onion.
Wonder what's in Normandy chutney.
Don't know, mate. They've got literally every chutney you've ever heard of, plus
They really
more
do.
chutneys than you haven't heard of.
They know how to utilise a chutney.
Gammon, cottage cheese, ginger, and apricot chutney. Ginger and apricot chutney. That's pretty raj.
Niche.
Carrot and spinach. Well, but anyway, they've got a million sandwiches, and this is
Yeah.
on their website. They've got the top 20, the big specials, then all of their meat sandwiches, all
Yeah.
of their poultry sandwiches. Isn't poultry meat?
It's chicken.
Just
and
chicken,
it's
right?
bird.
So yeah, okay. Then fishy things, then veggie things, all their salads, all their extras. What even are their extras?
Oh, like their brownies and stuff, which look
Oh no, these are just
good.
extras you can add to your sandwich, like every
Oh, like olives and
ingredient, and
stuff.
telling you exactly how much they are. Look at all that, man.
Goodness. Yeah, if
Cakes
you
and nibbles, they do really good, like homemade, like
yeah, they look
stuff
well
like that.
nice.
Like
The
yeah, Rice
honeycomb
Krispie
crunch in
cakes.
particular looks really good. Or the Rocky Road. I was really tempted by the Rocky Road.
You should have went for it.
It's always too dense. I'm like,
Michael Jackson.
It
I like it.
is one of those things though, like, because I get a lot of people with the Subway experience or something like that. They're like, oh, I just panic and I don't know what to get, which can ruin your sandwich. I'm not gonna lie. So with Dean's, if you're thinking, like, especially because of the money, like, if you want to get it bang on, do a little PDF menu on your device.
Also, they're really helpful, and they've
They
all
are.
got strong opinions on all of the things that are there because they,
They care about
genuinely
it.
actually go there. Like
Yeah.
they will eat there. They'll have sandwiches from there. So like I remember when we were waiting to get our sandwiches, a woman who got served after us didn't know what bread she wanted, and the guy was like, "Well, what kind of bread do you normally have?" And he was like, "Well, this is my favorite. This is my other favorite." And he tried every bread, so he knew which breads were what for certain things and things like that.
Yeah.
Like if you are not sure, you can ask because like
Yeah.
they know. They're not like a franchise where
They're not like,
like
for God's
a
sake.
uni student like just got hired and like all they do is like turn up for 4 hours a week and like they just sort of make a sandwich
Slap
and they
it
don't really know
on.
what they're doing apart from when they're told to.
Yeah.
Like these people, they know what they're doing.
So yeah, they will
Very
help you.
user-friendly.
Or the resources are available for you to, in your head, pre-make the sandwich.
And exactly, if you think all of them have just got things that you're just like, nah, whatever, you might be really picky, because I understand, because I can be really
Not
picky.
everyone loves a chutney or a mayo.
Or you look at a sandwich and you're like, oh, I love 5 out of 6 ingredients, but I don't want the 6th one. First of all, they would definitely just take the 6th one out of it for you.
Get a replacement.
Or just make your own sandwich. You can literally make it
the
from
same
scratch.
sandwich, but
Exactly.
yeah.
So it is a very good experience to go there, I think.
I recommend. But as we've spoken about already, I recommend it if you do have means of leaving and eating the sandwich in a place that you like.
Yep, totally.
Preferably if you've got a vehicle. If you go on foot, you're going to have to go and sit. You're either going to have to walk for a while and then eat it, or sit in a nearby place.
Or just make sure that you create a sandwich that is edible on the move.
Yeah,
because they are packaged quite well, I think, sometimes.
Oh,
that panini you could have had on the move. Like, it wasn't sloppy.
Definitely.
And it was in a good packaging. So
Your
you
wrap
could have
was in a little house box.
My wrap is in a genius little thing where it's
the shape of the wrap.
Yeah, it's got like a cardboard backbone, so it like keeps its structural integrity, so it doesn't flop or anything like that.
It's the Mackies. You know what Mackies do their wrap of the day in?
Yeah.
It's that.
It's that, basically. So they know what they're doing. They know that you're going to be on the move, I think, for the most part, because they don't supply anywhere to sit.
I think they
but
serve
they know
a
you
lot
don't want to sit.
of like people who do like stuff like building and whatnot. Do you want to
Please have it.
Because I've left a lot of chicken ones.
But do you want them?
Yeah, no, just put them on the same little.
Okay, we're just going to divvy up the crisps.
Or tip it. That's a good idea.
We're all friends here.
But yeah, ideal scenario. You are on the way to a destination of your choice and you stop in, get your Denes, and enjoy it with a friend.
And you know what it is? Like, I get it, like, because as students, we have a tendency to be a little stingy, and probably rightfully so, because we're not making much money for the most part. But £6 for proper lunch. Like, that's not bad. Like, if you went and got a foot-long Subway, you're looking at, like, just shy of that. And it's not £5 anymore from Subway. It's like, it is for maybe just the sandwich, but like, if you want to get anything with it, it's like $5.90 now.
Subway is...
So it's the same price for, like, a drink.
Subway's deceptively expensive. I don't know, I find that with a lot of things, actually.
Yeah.
Being shocked by how cheap something is rare for me at the moment, I think. Maybe I'm just
It's like
stingy.
Eat for Less. It's the only place that's left.
Yeah,
Where
that
it's
is
like, I
actually
think that's going to be about
surprisingly
$2.25,
cheap.
and it's like, yep, it is. It's always that. But, you know, Eat for Less is a bit...
You can't be eating for less every day.
No. You'll start to feel bad about yourself.
You will.
And rightfully so.
Your belly will hurt.
Yeah.
A lot of gluten.
We should do a Need for Less at some point, though.
Oh, we will, yeah.
I think that's probably on the list. Yeah, I think I would love to try all of the sandwiches. They've just got too many sandwiches. I mean, that's like the most weirdest, like, backhanded insult that's actually a compliment of all time.
Too many sandwiches, Dean, actually.
You've got too much option. I don't like it. I like you to give me an option of 5 sandwiches maximum.
Yeah, choice is never a bad thing. And like they do, as we have mentioned, if you're not a spontaneous person, you can just pick your sandwich before your journey.
Whoa, delivery?
Oh!
We offer a daily delivery service. It is worth phoning and checking you are within our delivery areas.
Oh, like if you do like a work order, they can come to your office with like 10
it's
sandwiches.
Early and stuff, though. They deliver they deliver to my house. Before 10:30 a.m.
What, you tell them so that they can...
So they drop it off for you, so then maybe you can, I don't know. Then
Yeah,
put it in the fridge and then have your lunch later on.
That is good, because if like 8 people in your office want Denes,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh, for tomorrow, tell us your sandwich and I'll ring them in the morning.
Or a little, staff lunch.
Yeah.
Can't really afford to go anywhere very far.
No,
Get Dean's
not
Deli
got
in.
time.
Let's get it delivered to the office.
In a meeting that's run over, get a Denes.
I like it. Well, you should replace Don't Go to Five Guys with Go to Dean's Deli
Yeah.
as the motto. Oh, we just say them both straight after each other and we end the podcast that way. A treat will be included on any orders placed on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh, I hope that treats the rocky road.
Delivery before noon will be guaranteed if your order is placed before 9. Oh, so you can do it. Yeah, you can just ring it the same day.
That's sick.
That is dank. Orders for shop collection. This is amazing.
Dean's thought of everything, and he's
Yeah.
made it easy for you to enjoy a good sandwich.
You can buy it online.
He's
can do
done
everything.
He's done everything that we could want of
I
him.
think it's a woman.
Dean,
I don't think it's maybe my.
because it's DE. You know how it's spelled.
Jesmond Dene.
Jesmond Dene.
It's bloody Jesmond Dene.
Well, I've never thought of that.
We're idiots. But we have just realised together.
I've personified Dean, but it's just because it's by the Dean. There's no Dean. Sorry, it was a lie. I've been selling a lie.
But I think that's the girl who runs it. Sorry, no one else can see this picture, but... See, I know all of these people because they've worked there for so long, and when I used to live there, they always were in. It's like, this is their life. And listen, there's worse things you could be doing with your life than making incredible food.
Oh, bro, yeah, and they're award-winning.
They're award-winning, exactly.
The best
you need
at what
stuff
they
like
do.
that. You're not going to be able to get that from... Well, you wouldn't get it from me. I'm going to be honest.
And their
If I work
website...
8 hours a week, I'm not going to help you be an award-winning shop. I'm going to get my money and leave. Because it's not my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Website very well designed. Shout out to whoever did that. Easy to navigate.
Everything. No wonder they're award-winning.
I actually... Because they've got so much choice, like, you might not like everything on the menu, but you'll like a lot of it. So I actually can't fault it.
Well, you're going to find something you like. They've got everything.
Exactly.
Like, they've literally
you
got
could have
everything.
any sandwich. So
They've got like all those extras. Like they've got like Scotch eggs. They've got like sausage rolls. Like they're all homemade stuff.
Yeah.
They're
So
clever.
I can't really par it.
No, I don't.
Not that I'd want
I don't
to.
think we were going to try it anyway.
Oh no.
What we're trying to do here is, first of all, get a sponsorship by Dene's Deli.
We will take that.
We will take anything,
Yeah.
even if it was 50% discount on one sandwich.
Yeah, just
I'll
the one
take it.
time.
Just once.
Yeah.
Just give us that, please. Also, I want to spread awareness of a good cause.
If you're within the distance to go, you should just go.
Most students would be though.
Yeah.
They could detour slightly, but like you're talking like Jesmond Dene, so like every student lives probably somewhere ish between Sandyford and Jesmond.
Yeah.
And there are students who live in Heaton Shout Out, but
There's actually a deli. While we're talking about delis, there's one at the bottom of Manor House Road called, I think it's called Daniela's. That place is nice.
pretty famous.
That place is nice, but they have the whole thing. They don't just make the sandwiches, like you can buy meats. It's larger, like significantly larger than Dean's, and it's more of what you'd think a deli actually was.
Yeah.
But their stuff is good. So even if you think you're too far from Dean's, but you're not too far from Daniela's.
But Daniela's isn't far from Dean's.
It's not, but people are lazy.
Yeah, stop being lazy.
So if you're that end of Jesmond, like if you're coming from West Jes, go to Daniela's.
I think the conclusion here should be: don't be lazy.
And just go get the sandwich.
We're not telling you to do this every day. Just like once in a blue moon, just
Give
do
it
it.
a go.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, what
I believe
was
my
it?
mother is beckoning me.
Oh.
Hello. I got a very sharp okay bye, but apparently I'm going to get told off by my grandma, so that's good news.
I love how much of a like a northeast phrase you're gonna get wrong.
Is
I love
that
it.
quite northeast, is it?
I've never been anywhere else that says it.
What would you say?
Because my
You're
cousin,
going to get told off?
yeah, or like you're in trouble. But I've never because my cousin, they live in Sunderland,
Yeah.
and just like a massive childhood thing was like, oh, you're gonna get wrong off, ma'am.
Oh, that accent.
You're gonna get wrong.
Ugh. How can somewhere
It's quite
so
hard.
close by sound so different? Like, Sunderland sounds different, you know?
It
like,
does,
more
yeah.
Sunderland, like...
They have different
proper
slang as well,
Mackem is,
don't they?
like, totally different. It's crazy.
No, Reece, you're gonna get wrong.
And
It's
then you've
weird.
got-
I don't know.
And you've got weird people like Amber Cox, who is from Washington, which is, like, in between.
Yeah.
And she kind of sounds
cousin
like she's
lives
from
there
Geordie,
now.
but, like, I think some of her family supports Sunderland. Sorry if that's wrong. Like, so they're in this grey, like, liminal space where they don't really know what they're doing either way.
It's a strange place there, isn't it?
Everywhere looks the same in Washington as well. Sorry. I mean, I'm not going to... No one
No,
who's
it
from
does.
Washington is
It's
going
a
to listen
lot
here,
of
but...
like houses from The Sims. But it's really uniform. And all
Yeah.
quite new
Literally
looking.
every street is like a really long street that has loads of turnoffs that go into like smaller
Little
estates. And then you're like,
cul-de-sacs,
oh, there's a tree. Oh, there's a bus stop. Oh, there's another tree. Like, you know, on Scooby-Doo when they always, on like a chase scene, they run past and it's like picture, plant
Yeah.
pot, picture, plant pot.
Yeah,
That's what Washington looks like. Looks like an episode in Scooby-Doo.
it does.
Have we got much more to add?
I actually don't, because I don't have a point of I don't have any criticism, so I don't have something to whinge about.
No.
I don't even have a favourite bit, because they just do it all really well.
Yeah.
The price I'm not angry at, because
No.
it's reasonable.
But look, like
They
if you
don't
got
take
that,
ages to make it.
like if you were, cause like someone like me, you wouldn't get that every day. But like,
No way. It's
say
a lot
you
of
were-
food at lunchtime as well because
It's quite a lot of food. So like, but even if you could like afford that every day, like you're probably gonna. It's gonna cost you like what, like maybe like 25-30 quid a week if you got
Yeah.
one Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And if you can afford to get that because you've got a decent job and you're making far more than £30 a week,
Yeah.
then go for it. Like it's a
Oh,
great thing to
yeah.
get every day if you could afford to do that. And if you can't, it's still worth getting once in a while.
You can if you're a real sandwich lover and that's what you have like want for your lunch. Like if you eat like if you're a sandwich person anyway,
Yeah.
upgrade.
And if you like, the chances are like you wouldn't get any of the crazy special ones every single day anyway.
Oh no.
So if you had yourself a nice regular that was like,
My voice did a really weird thing. Sound like the woman from Monsters Inc. I was like, always watching.
oh, I miss her.
Roz.
Yeah, like if you were gonna get there every day, you'd probably get like one of the cheaper, more regular sandwiches anyway.
Yeah.
And that costs like $3.50, like less. So that's gonna cost that's
pretty
nothing, mate.
doable.
I could afford that.
Yeah.
I could happily spend like because you would just like spend 20 quid a week on your lunch, and that would be.
You wouldn't even have to get a drink, like if you're just someone with a water bottle or whatever.
Yeah.
Bring your own fruit, maybe. If
Yeah.
you just
well,
get
you're on
a
the
sandwich.
move. That's the
Yeah.
thing, because they're always on the move. They're gonna sell probably less drinks because you're gonna go somewhere else, and the chances are, if it's a building.
Had a really chesty burp then.
Oh, it was quiet, but I think I heard a little bit of it.
It was very like deep within.
I'm gonna try and pick it up on that mic later.
Ooh.
Really turn it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if we'll
Enjoy.
be able to do that, but
Enjoy.
also I didn't mention, not that people really care, but for like the 3 main listeners that we have,
Agree.
like, 3 fangirls. We've tried a new mic configuration today, so let us know if it sounds better, if it sounds the same.
There should be less eating noise from me.
We're
I
hoping there's
think.
less eating noise, and we're hoping that there's less spill from mic to mic, so you get a bit cleaner of it.
Yeah, because Luke found that my mic was picking up him like second hand anyway, and it was just
But
a bit
like,
weird.
it wasn't good. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It just added.
But it didn't
lag.
amplify, it just sort of blurred.
Yeah.
But Dean's, mate, go to it.
Go to Dene's Deli. Don't go to Five Guys. We're still eating these crisps. They're really good.
That's how we sum it up.
Yeah.
We've each done a decent burp today. Very different of sorts, but
Yeah, yours was like pretty,
yeah, a chesty one.
but it was really quiet as well. Like, you were pretty introverted about it.
Yeah,
You didn't want anyone to know about it, but it was there.
it didn't feel like the noise it would have made would have been substantial,
No.
so I contained it.
Oh, you shouldn't. Don't ever contain. Not on this podcast, at least.
Conceal, don't feel.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever the hell that means.
Frozen. Conceal,
I haven't seen
don't.
Frozen.
Okay.
I have no intentions of seeing Frozen either.
I have seen it twice, but know the soundtrack very, very intimately.
Is that voluntarily?
Not in a creepy way. Yes, because I didn't actually enjoy the film that much. It's quite lengthy for a children's film. The Disney are doing that these days.
How long are we talking?
I don't know, because
I'm going to find out.
I don't know how long it is, but it's quite long.
No, like, I believe
But the
you.
music
I'm not
is-
trying to, like, prove you wrong. I'm just
The
interested.
music is decent. And I feel that the only
You're
thing...
totally right. An hour 49, that's a long film.
Especially, remember, if you're a tiny tot, that's a
That's
long
a long
time
like,
to
even
sit
for a normal
still.
film. That's like getting on the slightly lengthier end of a film.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not King Kong, but
You're
like,
over an hour and a half.
yeah. Did you watch King Kong?
Which one?
Like one of the newer ones.
The one with Jack
newest
Black
one.
in it?
Yeah,
The
like
first, like, Jack Black King Kong? Because if so,
that
yes.
one.
Yes, actually, I have seen that.
3 hours 21 minutes, mate.
Too long, mate.
That's outrageous. Like, I don't care if it's King Kong. Nothing is that good.
Because essentially the program is we found a large monkey and now it's a bit annoyed.
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the havoc it's wreaking.
Yeah, basically. Is that saying Lord of the Rings, the two, blah, blah, blah? That's...
Those, I have got to admit, I have not seen the normal edition of The Lord of the Rings, like the normal one. I've only seen the extended editions, the ones that come in a DVD pack of 2 discs, which already is a bad sign. But they're so long.
You ready for some breaking news?
Are you about to burp?
No.
Oh.
I haven't seen any of the Lord of the Rings.
Bro, it's fair dues. Some people don't...
People really don't like that normally. Like, they're really not a big fan of that.
If you've
I also
not-
haven't seen many Star Wars films.
If you've
People
not
are
come
really
across
against
it, you've not come across it.
I just haven't. Like, Game of Thrones, I haven't really come across. Like, I get it that I'm a bit out of the loop, but, like...
No.
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I've
They're
only seen a
decent,
couple
I
of
think.
Star Wars films, and they weren't even the good ones. I know for a fact they weren't. I saw, like, The Phantom Menace, which people really don't think's very good, with Darth Maul with a double lightsaber.
That guy's sick.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
think he's pretty
film.
cool, but people think, as Star Wars films go, I think that's not one of the
Oh,
better.
I like that film.
Like, there's no Darth Vader or anything in that one. Like, one of the main characters isn't even in that film.
I'd watch The Lord of the Rings. Watch the normal ones.
They're long, though. They're really
No,
long.
the normal ones are.
I struggle with an episode of Silent Witness, mate. I've got no attention span for, like, thrillers. I don't know why. I just struggle with, like the jump from watching something like Death in Paradise, which is, like, 40 minutes with adverts, to Silent Witness, which has got no adverts and is therefore a solid 60 minutes with no break.
Oh, that's intense.
I, as an adult who seemingly has the attention span of a child, struggles with, like...
No, I think if you watch The Lord of the Rings, watch it with someone who's familiar with it. If you watch it on your own, you probably get bored. But if you've got someone there to reassure you that it
make me watch it.
Yeah, someone as well that will be like, this bit's coming up, so don't worry, it's not going to last for long, kind of thing. I find that
Just
quite
a
useful.
supporting hand.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, we managed to really get away from the subject.
And sorry about that. Basically, it's just good.
Good Dean's Deli.
Yeah.
Very good. Well done.
Lovely stuff.
We should tag them in the post on Facebook, see if they give us any love.
Hello.
That'd be funny. Anyway, that's enough from us. I don't know what we're going to do next because we're not that organised.
No.
We're going to eventually move on to a very mini series of just pizza places, I think.
Yes.
Where we do a few pizza places back to back to back.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're not going to tell you which ones they are because you don't need to be told. You probably know exactly which ones they are, but because we haven't decided yet, we're not going to say anything just in case.
No, don't want to have to stick
Hello,
to it.
I'm getting a phone call.
Getting a phone call.
How
Is it
much
Harry
bad timing.
Steele?
Oh, shall I just answer this?
Who is it?
It's one of my friends who's coming to pick up a football.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Hello, mate. Oh, that was awkward. He pardon me. Okay.
Oh.
I expect a phone call again very quickly. So
On that brutal note.
But let's try and wrap this up before he calls me again.
Do go to Dean's,
go on
get
to
whatever
yeah.
sandwich you want. Take about a tenner with you. You will definitely not spend more than that and probably significantly under it.
No. But
And
if
just
you
have a
wanted
great
to,
time.
you could get a serious variety of delicious foods.
And a snack.
Just get yourself, if you had a tenner, you could just get yourself the most incredible dense sandwich of all time and then a lovely sweet treat and a really posh drink and some really posh crisps. You can even come away with, like, you know, a jar of mango chutney or something if you wanted to.
Good do.
I'd highly recommend it. Although you won't be able to do anything with it that they can do. Just
No,
saying.
you can't perform that magic.
Anyway, take care, everyone.
We're about to get a football.
We're about to, go and give my friend a football. And then we'll see you probably in who knows how long, because we've started to make this less regular, but we're going to make it as regular as possible. We'll see you in the future, everyone.
Goodbye.
Good finish. Well done.
Thanks.